So as you all know, Nicki Minaj recently decided to make a big old MAGA turn. And man, it's a rough thing to see. It is tough to watch. So she did some event with Erica Kirk. That was bizarre. She started tweeting some MAGA bullshit. And, people speculate, is it tied to the fact that, like, she's got abusers in her family and she's trying to get them pardons? I'm not sure, because I don't know if the charges are, like, state charges or federal charges. If they're state charges, Trump can't even pardon them. So, like, I'm not sure if that's the reason. But now we have a new theory, and the theory people gave was she's a permanent resident, but she's not yet a citizen. And so she's trying to suck up to Trump because she's afraid that she's going to get deported. And so she's, like, going full MAGA to try to find a way to get full citizenship. And lo and behold, what ended up happening? She went to these a few MAGA events, and Trump allegedly gave her one of the gold cards. Now, the gold cards, for those of you that don't know, Mr. I'm anti-immigration decided, if you have enough money, you can hop on the fast lane and fucking get citizenship like this. All you got to do is pay $1 million and you get citizenship. So apparently he's anti-immigrant unless you're talking about, like, wealthy Saudi princes and the biggest billionaire assholes in the world. So, like, he wants to shut down the border unless you're talking about the shadow government of moneyed interests and the cabal of pedophile, rapist, billionaire sadists. Those are the ones he's like, welcome, come here and rape, please. He does this event where he hands out this gold card to Nicki Minaj. And what happens next is hilarious. Ready?
Trump really played Nicki Minaj, and she didn't even see it coming. Nicki Minaj went online earlier this week bragging about receiving a Trump gold card and being one step closer to citizenship. But it turns out she was completely bamboozled, and here's what people need to understand. Donald Trump created the gold card concept as a way for wealthy individuals like Nicki Minaj to fast-track their pathway to citizenship by paying $1 million or more to the U.S. Treasury. Nicki, however, claimed she received the card for free, and now we know why. Because the card she was given is completely fake. Yes, fake. Nicki even showed off the card online and told fans she was currently finalizing her citizenship paperwork. But here's where it gets messy, because the White House just shut her down and released a statement denying that Nicki Minaj ever received an official gold card. As a matter of fact, a White House official told the press the card Nicki Minaj received was nothing more than a memento, which means it has no legal value and no impact on her citizenship process. Now, this is especially awkward, considering the female rapper has previously admitted she came to the United States illegally.
Now, by the way, I know that was a shitty TikTok AI video, but I looked it up and it turns out everything they're saying here is true. Man. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, that's embarrassing. So they used you in order to do your shitty fucking pro-Trump propaganda. She went on Katie Miller's podcast. That's psychopath Katie Miller. She did a TikTok video with fucking Scott Bessent where she's singing her song like Bees in the Trap and like it's supposed to be like cutesy and like look at them dancing around. They trot her out at some event to say like, I'm his number one fan. I love Donald Trump. They give the card. It's totally fake. It's totally fake. She was under the impression I just got citizenship because of this thing. And they're like, we didn't give you fucking citizenship. That was just a memento. That was just like a prop or something like that. Oh my God, bro. Come on, man. What did you learn, Nicki? What did you learn? You're not on the team, bro. You're not on the team. I say the exact same thing to the like black and brown immigration agents, right? Like you think you're on the team. One of the guys who killed Alex Preddy was named Jesus Ochoa. Like you think you're on the team? The second you're out of uniform, they'll round your bitch ass up too. They're deporting Cuban Americans who are overwhelmingly right-wing. They're deporting Venezuelan Americans who are overwhelmingly right-wing. There are, some people involved in the Latinos for Trump thing who've been fucking deported. Okay? None of you are safe. You think you're safe? You think they like you? No, you're a token. They use you and they fucking discard you. I was going to say the second you become inconvenient, but you're not even inconvenient and they tossed you aside. Okay? Because you lay down in a den of vipers, a nest of vipers. That's what you did. So you're going to get motherfucking bit. And that's exactly what happened. Okay? It's so sick. It's so sick. And then, like, where do these people get off? Where do they get off? Like, you really think, oh, I'll be one of the good ones. No, they don't. It is a fucking white nationalist project. That's what they're engaged in. And they have DEI fascist stormtroopers who are implementing the agenda. But, like, it is a white nationalist project. Stephen Miller is crystal fucking clear about that. Okay? So, it's amazing to me. How big of a sucker can you be? How big of a sucker can you be? Like, this is what the right wing does. This is who they are. They're all about, we're going to protect whiteness and protect billionaires and warmonger like crazy and go full authoritarian and try to micromanage everybody's private life. No gay marriage. You can't get an abortion. You can't take that substance. You can't take this substance. Like, they're wrong about fucking everything. And you have Nicki Minaj trying to snuggle up to them, thinking she'll get something out of it. Either that, or maybe she's like John Fetterman, and she just like legitimately has brain damage. You know what I'm saying? That's possible too. But man, I would say, what did you learn? But you know how MAGA is. Like, the more obvious it is that they got played, the more obvious it is that they were screwed, the more they double down and triple down. I mean, how many examples have we had of Trump, like, literally scamming his own people and they come back for more? He launched a crypto scam shitcoin 2 days before his inauguration. That alone should have been, everybody abandoned MAGA and was like, I'm done with this. He's robbing his own people, the people closest to him. This is a guy who, when he had his hotels built and his casinos built, he stiffed the plumbers. He stiffed the electricians. He stiffed the architect that made his buildings. Like, this is who he is. He's a con man. So there is no protection. If you're in that inner circle, there is no protection. How quick he will throw you to the wolves the second he feels like, oh, I need a fall guy, so you're going to be the fall guy. Fuck off and take it. Right? The loyalty goes one way. It only goes one way. So maybe she'll learn, but I won't hold my breath, because usually if people... To pick this moment, too, to come out as, like, I'm a pro-MAGA celebrity. Really, this moment, Nicki, this moment, we have ICE Gestapo thugs invading blue cities and assaulting innocent people, rounding up people, ignoring the Constitution. They don't have warrants for all the illegal actions that they're doing. They're building concentration camps. They've sent people to concentration camps. They're being tortured and raped in those camps. He's using the U.S. military to invade U.S. cities. He's threatening to invoke the fucking Insurrection Act. He's bombing multiple different countries. He just did an illegal regime change in Venezuela. Just the other day we learned, now there's boots on the ground in Nigeria, right? Totally illegal. Nobody cares. He's still doing it. Boots on the ground in Nigeria. He's the most corrupt president we've ever seen, ever, by far, and it's not even fucking close. And the Epstein files are implicating him every single day with some new horror story about how he's a rapist pedophile. And you choose this moment to go, I love Trump. He's my favorite. Again, like, literal brain damage is the only thing I can think, watching how she's reacting now.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.